Hey guys, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good day out there today, and thank you very much for tuning back in. Much appreciated. And today I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I want to have a conversation on winning and talk about the aspects of winning that a lot of people don't know exist and a lot of people don't understand. And I've had a chance to study this a lot over my career, and I've got some thoughts on it I think you guys might find interesting regarding the whole topic. And real quick before we get started, just a couple quick housekeeping tips here. I just wanted to give that weekly reminder if you guys are interested in purchasing any of our Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns. We got myself, Matt Steffen, Johnny Schultz, all working on breakdowns of lakes all across the country. We got winter map breakdowns out now. We got some spring maps. We got for all seasons. You can go check those out at fishthemoment.com. It's a great way to support what we're doing here. And also, if you want to support what we're doing here, on my channel, you can sign up for an on-the-water lesson with me. Just go to my Facebook page, Randy Blockett Professional Angler, and I can give you all the details if you want to shoot me a note on going out on the water with me for a day. Okay, let's talk a little bit about winning, and specifically, I'm talking, you can apply this to anything, but I'm going to apply it to bass tournaments because that's where I've had most of my experience with it, and the whole topic surrounding winning. I'll let Sage back in the house real quick. Sage, come here. I've had a chance to experience winning in tournaments. Throughout the course of my career, I've probably won about probably 10 tournaments throughout my career, as far as either national Bassmaster tournaments or regional, fairly large regional tournaments, you know, stuff like that, you know, out of my career. So I've got to experience the feeling and the emotion of winning a tournament about 10 different times. And it's addictive. I mean, winning is an addictive feeling that you want to recapture over and over again. And I've also had victory snatched out of my hands more times than I've won, so I know what that's like too. But there's a couple different things about winning that I find sort of interesting here. First of all, I may be different than a lot of people. I've never understood the concept that you hear bass pros out there talking about all the time. They're just focused on winning, and if they don't win, they're bummed out and they think they should win all the time. It's sort of my feeling and my opinion on the whole topic of winning is that I consider myself extremely fortunate to have experienced what it's like to win a lot of money in bass tournaments, you know. And to me, it's like I want other people to experience that. If I win again, fine. If I don't, fine. But to me, winning is such a special feeling that I want to see other people win. So I've never had this burning desire to have to keep winning over and over again. Yeah, it's nice. The money's nice and everything that comes with it. But it's such a powerful experience on certain levels that it's my wish that I wish every fisherman that fish tournaments could experience what winning is like, because it's truly magical. But there's a couple different things that come with winning that I found that a lot of people may find surprising. The major tournaments that I've won before, it's like you have this build-up prior to knowing you're going to win. You know you're closer. You know you're going to be close to winning, and then you win the tournament, and then there's this surreal feeling of elation and joy and happiness. But every single time I've won, and I've talked to a lot of other people about that, when you're on your way home, driving home, and you know it's 3 or 4 hours have passed since you won the tournament or won anything, there's always an emotional letdown after you're coming back. And I found this very odd, that you know you can be so high and so elated and have such endorphins flow through your body, and then as you're coming off of that, there's almost like I don't want to say a depression, but there's almost like a letdown after winning something like that. And so I got analyzing it, and I figured out what it is. It's like the true joy that comes in winning something, and whether it be a tournament or whatever, or maybe even accomplishing a big goal that you have in your life, it's the process to get to that point is what's extremely rewarding and satisfying. Because I look back at all the tournaments I've won, and I think about how I prepared for that tournament, and how I figured things out in tournaments, and how things clicked in the tournament, and how things unfolded. Everything came together at the right time and the right place to win that tournament. And that process that you go through to get to that point, that's the reward. That's the most rewarding part, because you're seeing your efforts come together. I mean, the tournament is basically just it's a manifestation of that work. But to me, the real, joy that comes from winning is that whole process of leading up to it. So I think probably a lot of people can understand that has won that tournament before. But one of the things about winning also, I think there's a responsibility that comes with winning. We've all heard the saying that nobody likes a sore loser, nobody likes a winner that gloats. There's so much truth to that. I think that with winning, there has to come a humility that comes with that, because it's rare. I mean, I don't care if you're Kevin Van Dam in the sport, or you're, Jacob Wheeler or whatever, these guys that have won more tournaments than anyone else. You're going to not win a lot more than you win. I mean, winning is a special thing. It's something that doesn't come along very often. Some pros never get to experience it. And when you do experience, if you're one of those anglers that sort of, are gifted in the fact that you've been able to win more tournaments than others, it's a responsibility to be very humble with that win, because that is something that I think tells a lot about the character and integrity of a person. And one of the things that I love to see is a winner that has a tremendous amount of gratitude and humility behind that win. And one of the things I can't stand to see is guys that, expect themselves to win, and they're mad if they don't win, and they have these expectations of themselves that, it's first place. If you're not first, you're last. I can't stand that. I think there's some underlying personality issue behind people like that have that type of feeling about winning. So anyway, it's like I said, from, just sharing a little bit from what I've experienced with it. It's like, it's the greatest feeling in the world as far as in a tournament to win a bass tournament, especially win a big bass tournament, because it's like you do a lot of reflection. You reflect past over your entire life that led up to that point, and how everything had to magically unfold. All the control variables, all the uncontrolled variables too, have to line up just right in order for you to win a tournament. And winning tournaments today, it's more difficult than it's ever been. I mean, every tournament that is won now, you basically almost have to have a tournament of a lifetime to win. It's like, without exception, almost every single tournament I go to, I'll have some type of an idea what it's going to take to lead the tournament, maybe the first day, and I come in and it's always higher than what I expect. The weight is always bigger, and you look at that weight and say, that is just unbelievable. I can't imagine such and such caught that kind of weight today. So I think that's just sort of a process that comes with our evolution in the sport. Every generation gets better than the last generation. My generation was better than the generation that was the pros in the 70s and early 80s. The generation that came after me, your guys like, Van Dam was actually about the same time I was, but, your newer guys like Brian Thrift, I mean, those generations are better. And now the newer generations, like the Jordan Lees and that type of stuff, are better than the generations that came after me too. And then the next generations are going to be better than the Jordan Lees. That's just the way we evolved as a species. So, yeah, I just wanted to run that by there. I just wanted to share a few thoughts on, my experiences with winning like that. And, it's something that you're always striving for. It is. I mean, it's like once you get it and once you do it, it doesn't seem real at first. It seems like a very surreal experience. And, it doesn't happen enough, if you're a competitive angler. I mean, you want to win a lot. I mean, but it's like at the same time, that you don't get a lot of chances, and you almost can sense if you have a chance to win. I mean, most every tournament that I've won, you know something is special. Something special is unfolding. It can be the area that you're in. It can be the size of fish that you're catching. There's something that sets that experience apart from any other, and it's rare. It's an extremely rare experience that we don't get to see very often. So anyway, just sort of an off-the-wall video there. I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope everybody's doing good today. And if you haven't had a chance, please hit that subscribe button. We're getting ready when we hit 50,000 subscribers coming up. We're almost to 48,000. We've got a big giveaway. We got a big Megabass tackle pack, Bridgeford beef jerky cases, Seaguar fishing line, Solar Bat sunglasses. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel. If you're subscribed now, you're in it. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, you will be. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. See you.